One of the most feared defensive linemen in the NFL was barreling toward Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson, and the rookie didn't blink while stubbornly waiting for someone to break free downfield. Watson absorbed a crushing blow from Cincinnati Bengals Pro Bowl defensive tackle Geno Atkins, a punishing shot to the chest that launched him airborne before thudding to the ground. It was reminiscent of when Watson took a huge hit from Alabama linebacker Reuben Foster in the national title game that spun him around like a helicopter. Watson shook it off to lead his team to a last-second victory with a game-winning touchdown pass. Watson shook off this latest shot from Atkins, and he learned something from the experience. Moments later, Watson's instincts, improvisational skills and athleticism took over the game. His 49-yard touchdown run on an electrifying scramble displayed the vast potential the Texans identified in him when they drafted the former Clemson star and consensus All-American in the first round, after trading up to the Cleveland Browns spot to draft him 12th overall. Now, it's up to Texans coach and offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien to mold Watson and his multi-dimensional game into the kind of polished quarterback the team needs to repeat as AFC South champions for the third consecutive year. Deshaun's got a really good chance to be a special quarterback, an AFC personnel director told the Chronicle on condition of anonymity. "I like him a lot. He needs to learn the offense. He's going to make rookie mistakes. He's got a lot of talent, though. He's always been a winner, and he believes in himself. You just can't fake being that kind of leader, and few guys who play the position can move like him. He reminds me a lot of a young Michael Vick as far as his ability to take off and run away from fast people. There's a ton of upside, but it's going to take time to get him ready." Bill O'Brien has had a ton of quarterbacks since he got to Houston, but he's never coached anyone like Deshaun. It will be fascinating to see how this goes. The drawbacks on Watson are his lack of experience and knowledge and a tendency to be more inaccurate on deeper throws. What Watson does exceptionally well is adjust on the fly, make impactful plays with his feet and arm working in concert, and have unflappable poise in clutch moments. Does Deshaun have some fundamental things he needs to improve on? Absolutely, an NFC executive said. He's a coachable, respectful young man who has strong character and is smart. I think he did fine considering the situation, and that he didn't get the first-team reps during camp in the offseason. Deshaun has unteachable talent. There's things he can do on a football field that other people simply can't do. I would bet on this kid being good sooner than people think he will be. Now that the Texans have committed to Watson being their starter after O'Brien benched veteran Tom Savage at halftime of the season opener, they have a lot of work to do and time to make up after devoting the offseason to establishing Savage as their guy. That job starts in earnest Monday, when the Texans begin practices in advance of a Sunday road game against the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Deshaun's got a long way to go. He really does, said retired former Patriots middle linebacker Ted Johnson, a radio analyst for 610 AM in Houston. There's going to be a lot of plays where he has a hard time pulling the trigger and being an efficient type of signal caller. There are also moments where he gets lathered up and on a roll in peak moments in games. He did that in college against Alabama and Florida State. There are a lot of times where he doesn't know where to go with the ball, and he doesn't keep his eyes locked downfield and doesn't go through his progressions. Right now, they've got no choice but to go through growing pains with him. Everyone understands that. They need to be patient and watch him develop. He'll be learning on the go. Watson completed 15 of 24 passes for 125 yards against the Bengals with no touchdowns or interceptions for a 75.9 passer rating. He was sacked 3 times, all in the first half. Watson rushed for 67 yards on 5 carries. He had 2 potential interceptions dropped by the Bengals, preventing them from scoring a pair of touchdowns. Although Watson has had some rough moments, he's aware of his shortcomings and determined to work on his weaknesses.